people, welcome back. Episode number 59, True Prescription Podcast. Today I have the pleasure of talking to Miss Kim Allen, a woman I've known a long time.
Yes.
Very long. And
family friend.
Yes. And I'll just start this off by saying she told me some things some years ago that I didn't listen to, and it caused me a lot of pain. So I should have listened to it. But let me intro. Move it a little bit. Let me intro Kim Allen. So Kim has been Time Out Magazine's best psychic in New York City. She's been on a Hot 97 morning show with Ebro. She's been on CBS New York. She's a fixture on 103.9 radio here in New York City. She's worked in the film and TV industry as a consultant, has done readings for many celebrities. She's been called the human GPS system. Psychic Kim Allen.
Which is funny because I cannot find my way through traffic. So I'm going to tell you a funny story.
Okay, tell me.
So, I do a lot of private parties.
Yes,
and I
didn't know that.
I do private parties.
Okay.
And I had a party in Long Island, New York. And you know how it is in certain neighborhoods, the signs get this small.
Yes,
If
yes.
at all.
Yes.
And GPS has no way of finding where you're going.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. So true.
I was late for this particular party, not too late.
How late?
About 10 minutes late, not too late.
Okay, all right, that's respectable.
And so the hostess says to me, she says, well, wait, you're supposed to be a psychic. You're supposed to know. So that whole GPS thing, I don't know. I'm going to question that a little bit.
All right. Well, the human GPS. Human GPS.
Yes.
So Kim, let's jump right in.
Yes.
For my new listeners, people that know the show know what it's about. But for my new, thank you, Jeannie, my producer extraordinaire. Thank you so much. For my new listeners, I'll just explain briefly the premise of the show, which is simply that, we're afraid of truth. We're scared of it. It's uncomfortable. And when you talk to successful people, you realize that it was when they actually accepted a particular truth that they were able to break through. Right. So in this show, we talk about people's truths and the things that have helped them to become successful. So you want to start with personal or professional?
Personal truth. Let's start with personal truth. The personal truth is I was told as a child that you can do anything you want. Okay. That you can be anything you want, do anything you want. Okay. And that is not the truth.
So that was the lie prescription.
That was the, and because my mom was very enthusiastic. You can do anything you want.
Right.
You're young, but that's not true.
Yeah.
You have to. I think that what's truthful is that you have to go with a child's ability.
Okay. And
steer them in certain areas, because if you tell them that they can do anything, you can have a situation where a person is lost, especially in a society like ours, because there are a lot of doors open, not so many if you're a person of color.
Right. Right.
And I think that when I started working in the television industry, because I used to be a television reporter, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I
can see that. Yeah.
I got my degree at Wayne State University in television.
Detroit.
That's right.
The
Detroit.
D.
That's right. It is coming back. And
D is coming back.
Television, radio, and film. And I was enthusiastic. And at that time, the Middle East was hot, but it wasn't hot like it is now. I was trying to go to the Middle East and do reporting. I was very aggressive and assertive. So I ended up in New York City, and I worked for WABC.
Okay.
The network.
Yeah, Channel 7.
1010 Wins I worked for, and a few of the other, I was really, and I realized that certain doors were closed. Okay. So I had to reassess a lot of things that was told to me about, that you can do anything. I think that there are doors open for you, and you have to approach things with reality. Okay.
With the truth.
With the truth. It's like, you can venture into things, but you have to try harder or be prepared for things not to happen the way that you want, but you find another way around them.
Okay.
You understand?
Right. I understand. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I think that anything is possible, but you also do have to, as you said, sort of deal with reality. Like when a child is hearing, "Oh, I can do anything," right? It's kind of like, "All right, I can just walk outside and be president." Like,
Or
you probably
I can become an opera singer, and the child is told that.
Right.
Okay? Okay, it's just not gonna happen.
Yes.
No, I used to date.
I get your point. Yeah.
I used to date a guy.
Okay, talk about
who
it.
had a piano in his apartment,
Okay.
a studio apartment.
Yeah.
And he was tone deaf. And he says to me, after I had listened to him a few times, I kept saying, "Oh God, oh God." And he says to me, "Oh, don't worry, I'm just gonna wake up one day and I'm just gonna be able to sing." And I said,
"Oh no, yeah."
Not real, not based on reality.
Right. Okay. No, I like that. You know, so go into your endeavors with an ounce of reality, or not even an ounce, but a lot of ounces of reality. Yeah. No, it's true.
So once I figured out that I couldn't do everything, I readjusted my focus and became more assertive in those things that I knew that were open to me. And then that saved me a lot of time, because I have an Aquarius, the planet Uranus conjuncts my sun.
Okay.
And that makes me a very independent, rebellious person.
I can see that.
And I thought that I could reinvent things. Instead of, accepting the will, the wheel.
Yeah.
I thought I could reinvent the wheel. And I wasted a lot of time trying to reinvent things instead of studying them and readjusting them.
Okay.
Not reinventing them. So, I had a few.
Well, I think it goes back to kind of like, discovering one's passion and one's purpose, right? Yeah. Because whatever your purpose, like that guy who was the piano player, his purpose wasn't to play a piano, right? He had to discover that. But whatever his purpose was, he is excellent at it. He has to do some work probably to get there, but he is excellent at it innately. He just has to discover it.
So the thing is that he was passionate, because this was a small studio apartment. And how he got that piano in there is beyond me.
Right.
I don't know how he got that. Right. So he was passionate about it.
Okay.
And he just was something. And then you got to kind of know when to readjust things and let things go. Yeah. That's another lesson that you have to learn as you mature.
Readjust.
This is just not going to happen.
You write some of this stuff down. I gotta do a recap.
This is just not going to happen. So you have to reformulate your dreams and your goals based on reality. So once you do that, you have a more accurate picture of where you can go and what you can do.
Perfect. I can tell you used to work television. Very, very beautiful, very concise. I love it. All right. So that was personal.
Okay, that's personal.
So in your, life as a former news person and now as a celebrity psychic and astrologer, tell me something in your professional life, a truth that maybe you either were ignoring or weren't aware of that helped you to sort of break through once you said, aha.
So please, psychics, don't be upset with me.
Call me now.
So
Cleo.
I was written up in a book called 100 Top Psychics of America.
Yes.
This was years ago. And so the writer of the book invited all the psychics. I was 100 psychics. We went out to lunch. And it was the strangest lunch. Because psychics tend to be a little off. No, serious. They're very intuitive, and they got some other things going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on with them. And I guess that's how they actually are able to access other dimensions.
Okay.
Through their sensitivity and their kind of oddness. So at this lunch, it was a nice lunch, but no one spoke to each other.
That's weird.
People were afraid that other people were like reading them or trying to pick up their energy
Wow.
So I experienced that, and then a few years later, because I started studying astrology, I went to a luncheon with astrologers. Okay. And that was the most informative.
Keep talking, Kim. Keep talking.
That was the most informative lunch, because astrologers, they deal with mental awareness. It's about, this is a science. Astrology is a science. It really is a science. And it's based on not your personal abilities, but your mental abilities. Okay. So it was a totally different realm. So I had to kind of readjust who I affiliated with. Because I tried to work with a lot of psychics, and maybe it was just the ones that I ran into and, had a few problems. But when
you say work with them, what do you mean?
I used to do psychic fairs.
Okay.
Because I used to do the African Street Festival year after
Wow.
year after year,
Yeah.
and I loved it. And I had a bunch of psychics working with me, and it was all, and maybe it's just the people I attracted, but there was always some kind of issue somewhere. You know, I don't want to sit by this one, or, you know, there's a lot of sensitivities with people. Whereas with astrologers, I go with astrologers, we have lunch, we do all kinds of things. It's never that.
Okay.
So I just think that in my professional travels, I just feel as though that I am, I work better with people that are more mental.
More intellectual.
I don't even know. Just are able to define reality from non-reality.
Ah, okay.
Okay, because I talk to people on the phone all the time, and they are, this is their truth. But you know, they have a lot of things going on. Things are kind of haunting them and following them, and you know, so you have to kind of discern, you know, what is really going on. Let me tell you, before I became a television reporter in college, so this is it.
Okay.
When I graduated high school, I was going to college to be a psychologist. That was my goal.
Okay.
And then when I got to Wayne State University, the first week I saw a television crew with students, and that changed my path.
Yeah.
But I actually ended up in the psychology field doing what I do.
Right.
Sometimes you're just destined to do what the universe, the path that the universe provides you. And I ended up in that path anyway, in a different form though.
Yeah, no, you definitely help people and try to help guide them. Yeah. Interesting. So you had to basically figure out who's the best type of person that you work with, or those that
the best type of person to really deal with on a professional level and give other people space.
So you're saying people that are more concrete in terms of they're more based in reality. They're not so flighty and up in the sky.
Because a lot of times when you're dealing with spirits, spirit guides, and I have lots of my friends who are psychics, and they have problems being in and out of the psych wards all the time. So because it's really hard to discern, I have a friend of mine who sees spirits all the time, and it's just, I think it's kind of difficult doing what we do. Yeah. So I just kind of prefer, if I had a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of makes sense because your customer are people that are here on this planet.
Right.
And that you need to interact with them.
Right? And find out, because the planets are wonderful. I mean, you cannot deny the cosmic energies. I think that when you're doing with psychic readings, it's really more of a personal interpretation of what that person feels and thinks, and what their spiritual beliefs are, and they filter things through what they know and what they believe. Okay. Whereas with the planets, you cannot deny the planets. Okay? There is summer. Right now we're in summer, and it's because the Earth on this side of the world is closer to North America. Yeah. That's a fact. You understand?
It's a fact.
And that is, when you're dealing with planets, you're kind of dealing with factual energies. Like, we know when the Mercury retrograde happens, all hell break loose, okay?
It does. It's real. Communication gets real sketchy around that time.
So you can deny it if you want to, but go ahead and sign that contract and see what happens. Because I have lost a house during the Mercury retrograde. My first house, the first one I tried to buy, and I know better. I said, but this is the last day. It can't be. This is the last day. It's got to be. Didn't that contract fall through? That was my own personal experience of experiencing a Mercury retrograde. Yeah. So sometimes the truth is in the experience. It really is. So it's like, if you don't believe, just keep on living.
A lot of times I'll find, like, when I'm having like communication difficulties with people, I'll look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on.
So we have a Mercury retrograde coming up on the 7th
of July.
July.
Don't we have a meeting on that day?
And
we need to postpone.
And an eclipse.
Okay.
And an eclipse. Yeah. So that is when things get really out of control. So you may want to think about postponing that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Plus, the Mercury retrograde is going to start in Cancer, the sign of Cancer, which is a very sensitive sign. Mm-hmm. So somebody may rub somebody the wrong way, and I don't know. I don't think that it's. I think you should work with the energies and not against the energies. That's the really good thing about astrology, is that it gives you a guideline to work with something.
Yeah. All right, so that's actually great, because it brings me to my first question, which is I wanted to ask you about the naysayers, right? So what do you say to the people who, Because like for me, growing up when I was in high school, right, we had Miss Cleo on TV. You know,
Oh, yeah.
calling me now.
Oh, I have a Miss Cleo story.
Hold on, before you tell me the story, But Miss Cleo was from Miramar, was from Florida, and I used to go to Florida every summer. And I actually saw her one time just randomly. But Miss Cleo ended up getting arrested and all kind of stuff. So a lot of people have, negative thoughts about psychics and astrology. So what do you say to them?
She's a Capricorn. Okay, I get it. You've been around.
Yes.
So I was there when this psychic, I was young with my son. This psychic thing exploded. Mm-hmm. So the owners of the psychic hotlines was looking for an African-American woman to put on the screen.
Wow.
They called me first. They called me before they called Miss Cleo. So they called me on a Friday. And they offered this to me. And I said, well, let me get back with you. I'll call you back on Monday.
Okay.
And I thought about it, and my logic part, the Virgo part of my personality, because I'm a Virgo, says if they put you on television, you can't read all those people. How are you going to be responsible for all those readings? This is what I'm thinking, because I am a person of integrity, and what I say, and there's truth behind what I say. I truly believe it. I'm just not out there just saying stuff to fluff you up. So right then I knew I would have no control over the quality of things. Yeah. So they called me up, and my mother, she's a Taurus.
Oh. Okay.
Love that money, okay?
Yeah.
Love that money.
Right.
My mother says, you fool. You turned that.
How much did they offer you?
They were going to offer me part of
the
whatever it is.
The revenue.
Oh, it was juicy.
Okay.
But my thing is that it makes no sense to me. There's something wrong with this whole deal. So for 3 years, so imagine. I turned it down. The next month they had Miss Cleo.
Yes.
And she's everywhere, making all kinds of money. I had to sit there for 3 years and look at Miss Cleo be prosperous. And I kept saying to myself, oh, maybe you weren't right.
Yeah.
Until
until
the fall came.
And
everything that I had thought was originally what I was afraid of. And Miss Cleo was a psychic.
Yeah, but she was lying to people.
Listen, she had some talent.
Sure.
Because I had no people that had readings with her. But the whole thing, it's just,
So what do you say to the naysayers?
When you're desperate,
yeah,
and people offer you an opportunity, you have to be really careful, because that happens all the time in this business.
Yeah.
What do I say to the naysayers in terms of?
Who think psychics are fake and, they're just out to make money.
Some of them are.
There you go. There you go.
You do. I believe in word of mouth, and also go by your instincts. What does your instinct say about this person?
Yeah.
Have a dialogue with them. You understand? You listen. The greatest gift you have is your intuition.
Yeah. Well, that's the majority of folk, and that's one of the reasons I decided to do this show. Majority of folk are not in tune with their intuition or how they feel.
They would be more in tune if they were listen to it more, but. There are people that wrestle with their logical and their intuitive side, and I can tell you which ones do. Okay. Virgos.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo.
Yep. My best friend's a Virgo. Yep. Shout out Dr. Watkins.
And you Geminis, oh my God, I never know who I'm reading.
No. What is your sign? Scorpio. Oh,
Scorpion's
that's right.
good.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Scorpions are good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Super secretive about everything. And very focused on security.
But but they're good. They are ride or die.
Yeah.
They're ride or die.
Yeah.
And it's because those two signs are always wrestling between their intuitive and their logical side. So you really do. I tell people, just what I'm saying to you, does it make sense to you? How does it feel to you? Yeah. Because if it's sounding like something that's out of this world, hang the phone up and I'll give you your money back. Okay. Yeah. Right now, we don't have to go any further with this. Right. But when the truth is being told to you, and that's what you have to hold on to. Mm-hmm. And just don't accept that. First of all, they have to tell you about something that's going on right now. Yeah. If a person cannot tell you what's going on right now, you're with the wrong person. They should be able to tell you A, B, C, and D, and then we move forward. Yeah. Okay. So when second question, when you're reading people, what do you notice is a major theme in terms of what's holding them back from accomplishing goals? Believing following their intuition and believing what they know. Mm. A lot of people don't want to believe what they already know. It's like, this can't be true. This man that I have spent 8 years can't be out with somebody else. It just can't be. you know, I trust what he's saying to me, although I'm calling you to check this out. And I go ahead and I read him. I said, but you already knew that, didn't you? You know, you just wanted me to confirm it. And I'm going to be okay, and I'll confirm it for you. But you already knew it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do need, because they got other people telling them other things. Oh, girl, give him another chance. That, you know, he ain't with that woman no more. You know, she doing roots to him. That's why he can't leave her. All kinds of just craziness. So, you know, they have to come to the Virgo and let me kind of break it down for them.
Okay. And so you do a lot of different readings, right? You do the phone readings that you just talked about. You do a Facebook Live show called Wet Paint. I don't know.
I used to do Wet Paint. Wet Paint was in London.
Okay.
And we had like 30,000 listeners. It was wonderful from all over the
fantastic.
world. Yeah, I still got clients in France and the UK and in Germany.
Hey, Germany. So you've done a lot. You worked in the film industry. I think you did something with Shiseido, the cosmetics company.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Well.
So they used to have me come to their events and do beauty readings and all kinds of color readings. I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
But the cosmetic industry has changed.
Okay.
And I think because of economics and also the invention of other like smaller stores like Sephora. So the industry has really shifted.
Right.
So I don't do a lot of those events anymore, but I did them for a while.
So my question to you is, out of everything that you do, all the different things, right, that we just discussed, what do you enjoy the most and why?
What do I enjoy the most?
The one-on-ones, the
you know, I
Facebook,
change.
the radio, the corporate events, the TV and, you know, the television and film, all that stuff, right? What do you enjoy the most?
What do I enjoy the most? I think, out of all of it, I think I
Yeah.
enjoy radio most.
Okay. Tell me why.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
So this is it. 'Cause
Tell me why.
I'm a person.
You need to get me on
You know,
103.9
because-
before it closes.
Oh, yes. See, we can do.
All right, go
I
ahead.
think that there's a masochistic part of my personality.
Okay,
I
talk
do.
about it.
And that is because for you to do radio and be accurate at it, you can't see the person.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about the person. They just call you up and ask you a question. So you have to really either like pain. Because there's no telling what is on that phone, okay?
Yeah.
Or you have to really enjoy what you're doing. So I enjoy what I'm doing.
Okay, perfect. All right. You ready to jump into Yes or BS?
Yes.
All right. So this is going to be a special Yes or BS because she's not going to answer from her brain. She's going to answer from the cards.
That's right.
All right. So let me get a little carrot juice infusion.
Yes, doctor. Get those nutrients.
That's right. Body's a temple. Come on.
That's right.
All right. Number 1. The Golden State Warriors.
Oh, I don't do sports.
Oh.
Oh, but okay, whatever I tell you to do, no, listen. Whatever I tell you to do the opposite. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Because I'm not good with sports, so whatever I
Okay.
tell you to do,
It'll be
damn
that.
it, do the other way.
So the answer will be the opposite. So number
Yes.
1, the Golden State Warriors will win the NBA championship in 2020.
So this says yes, which means no. What you feel about that?
I think they probably won't win next year.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, this is the one everybody's waiting for. Donald J. Trump will be reelected president.
So let me tell you,
Have a little infusion.
Donald Trump's, because I had done his chart, and I just don't have his chart in front of me. But his chart, so when he got elected into office, he had a Sun-Saturn opposition.
Yeah.
Saturn is the planet of karma.
Okay.
And that whole thing about him and Russia and other things have been following him around since the day he has taken office.
Yeah.
And it is coming to some sort of major aspect the year of 2020.
Yeah.
There's also something going on with his sun and Uranus, and there's some things going on with his health too. So of course, we're going to keep our fingers crossed, but
Right.
I'm not feeling that he's going to make it to office. I don't feel so.
What did the cards say?
Oh,
Come on now. That's what we hear. Yeah.
that's right. Put me to work.
Right.
Here we go.
Ha ha.
No, he's not. But I'm gonna tell you something. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, though.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
Lot of stuff
Power. The power is. Yeah.
You know, that thing about him leaving office is gonna be very difficult.
You know, he often stokes flames. He said things like, "If I don't get reelected, who knows what the people are going to do?" All this kind of stuff.
We're going to have
So
he's setting it up. Yeah.
Number 3.
Okay.
Harriet Tubman will one day be on the $20 bill.
She will be in about 3 years.
Okay.
So in about 3 years,
so
she will be
2022.
2022.
2022.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. When the next president gets in there and makes it right.
So if we take a stamp and put her face on it, will the change machines take the money? Because
that's hilarious.
Because I'm ready to put her face on a $20 bill right now with those stamps. They sell them on the internet, but I want to know, will I be able to get my Metro card?
Yes, absolutely. They will reconfigure the machines to make sure Harriet is respected. Right. You know.
Harriet was very interesting because, the whole thing about the North Star, and so that kind of made her an astrologer.
Yeah,
she had to follow the stars and follow the skies and
see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I can see that. Number 4.
Okay.
A Metro Podcast Studio, which is where we are right now, will have a location in Los Angeles.
The number 2. So when were you thinking? The answer is yes, but in the number 2. So were you thinking in 2 months?
Definitely wasn't 2 months.
2 years? When were you thinking?
We're thinking a year.
So it may take a little longer, but the answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Metro Podcast, let's get it. All right. Number 5. Oh, you do sports, so this will be the opposite.
Yes, the opposite.
Opposite on this one.
My Angels don't like sports. Okay, that's what
All right. All you Knicks fans, listen to this one. Kevin Durant will come play for the Knicks.
So this says yes, so this is a definite no. Definite no. What do you think?
Ooh, I have some hope, but I have some hope, but I don't sound too confident, do I? Oh God. All right, now I'm going to have you do a reading on yourself. Number 6. Kim Allen will have her own TV or radio show in the next 5 years.
No.
You don't need to do a reading,
real estate
so you know that.
now. I went into real estate. I am the realtor guided by the stars now.
Okay. Well, then we don't need it. That one's done. That's a no. That's a BS. Yes or BS. Number 7.
Okay.
I have a little bit of my hand in this, so that's why I'm asking about this. Well, not to be clear, listeners, not that I partake, but I have a business interest in this. Number 7, recreational marijuana will be legalized in New York.
Well, it needs to be. Hold on, but I got to tell you a story about that.
Talk to me.
Yeah, but they're dragging their feet. Oh my goodness, I do not know. Okay, so is it Blasio? What is he feeling about this?
No, it's not De Blasio. It's the
governor.
It's the governor.
Oh, what is the governor?
It's Cuomo.
What is he feeling about this? Because
Cuomo wants to get paid, probably. That's what.
Well, I'm gonna say. Well, let's see what happens by fall. By fall of next year, is that what they're saying about fall?
It's to your point, they keep dragging it out. They have these meetings about it, and they don't do anything.
Okay, but let me just say, I hope Detroit does not become New York becomes like Detroit.
And what do you
because
mean by
Detroit, marijuana is legal, but you can't buy it. So I was in Detroit because that's my hometown, and I went up there.
What do you mean you can't buy it?
You can't buy it. You can only have you can only get medical marijuana.
Oh, medical marijuana, yeah.
But it's legal to smoke. You just can't buy it. You can grow it.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
stupid.
can get seeds.
Yeah,
so I'm in Detroit, doing my
do another one real quick for New Jersey.
Okay. And I go into like one of the facilities.
Yeah.
Because I want to get some lollipops for my coworkers.
Right, of course.
And the guy says
little candy.
Yeah, the guy says to me, "You have to have a license." I said, "I'm from New York. What you mean? I got to have a license." No, you can smoke it, but you cannot buy it anywhere. That's the most ridiculous thing. So New Jersey, here we go.
Yeah, what about New Jersey?
In terms of it being for
legalized, will it be legalized for recreational use? New Jersey.
Yes. Now, this may happen quicker than New York.
Yeah, it's already been like moving.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna happen quicker than New York. Absolutely.
Okay. And my last one. This one is a fill in the blank for you.
Okay.
Number 8. 2020 will be a year of blank on planet Earth.
Oh, on planet Earth. Oh, gosh. The whole Earth?
Planet
You
Earth.
just not asked about New York.
All right, let's do America. How about America? 2020 will be a year of what for America?
Listen, pulling things back together because we have the love card here. So this whole hatred and fear thing that we have will hopefully be coming to an end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Can I add one thing?
Yeah, add a couple things.
So I want to say something exciting. So
okay, talk to me.
Getting in touch
Talk
with
to the
your family trees are really good to put together and to know, because a lot of times we fall short of that.
Okay.
African Americans, we really do fall short of that. And a lot of people don't know this, but my ancestry is Malcolm X.
That's crazy. Yeah, you mentioned that to me. Yeah.
And when I purchased my house, I purchased the house at night because it's one of my clients. I'm gonna sell a house tomorrow. If you like the house, you can put in a bid. So I came through one way. I didn't know that the opposite side of the street was Malcolm X Boulevard. Okay, just to show you how serendipitous things happen. So we're gonna have a huge Littles, because that's what his
Littles,
name.
yeah,
My grandmother's name was Little. A huge family reunion.
Okay.
Very soon. I'm going to get to know, and to come find out. Let me tell you what I found out from one of my aunties. That Malcolm's family, after slavery, we were not sharecroppers. We were business owners. So that is why Malcolm's father had that mentality that he had about having insurance, and being a business person. It was very instilled in the Little bloodline. And I can't work for nobody.
Yes, I know that's right. Free agent on the market.
So I just wanted to share that. Family trees, put your family tree together and see what you got going in your family tree.
One of my guests a couple of shows ago, Dr. Ian K. Smith, he said one of his truths was he realized that he was not meant to be in a hierarchical structure very, very early on. And I always love that, because I definitely relate to that a lot. And so do you.
I found
Somebody telling you what to do just because they over you. Anyway. All right, Kim. That's all I got. This has been great.
This is wonderful.
Short and sweet. Tell the people how they can reach out to you if they want to get some readings, if they want to hear you on the radio.
Sure.
Give them the information.
Well, they can contact me at kimallen.com or Kim Allen Instagram. I am on radio 103.9 Monday and Thursday for live readings if you want to. But I'm just available. I'm out there doing. Also, listen, the real estate thing is very. How many times have you walked into a place and just knew that it was wrong for you? Or got an apartment and you found out that you had horrible neighbors? Or got an apartment and found out your landlord was coming in and out your apartment with their key? Okay, just all kinds of weird stuff happens. So what you need is that you need a cosmic guide.
That's real.
To find out if the person behind on the other side of the wall is going to let you sleep at night, okay? Because that's part of the quality of life.
Absolutely. All right, Kim.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is great.
Oh, that's so good.
And I will sign off as I always say. Until next time, the truth will set you free if you let it.